Hi everyone. In this Sup with SAP video, we're going to discuss stock transport orders that allow us to move goods from one of our warehouses to another. Let's go ahead and get started. In our Global Bike company, we manufacture bicycles in Dallas, but we don't sell anything from Dallas. We sell everything from either Miami or San Diego. So one of the things that needs to occur after producing our finished goods is moving them from our Dallas plant to either Miami or San Diego. And this video is going to demonstrate how we do so using a stock transport order. Stock transport order in Global Bike can be used to move things from Dallas to either Miami or San Diego, and can be used to move things from Miami to San Diego should we choose to move trade goods or finished goods from one of our sales distribution centers to the other. However, Global Bike is not configured to allow for stock transport orders out of San Diego, where everything that goes in can only flow out in one particular way, and that is through sales. Can't use this method that I'm going to be demonstrating to move anything out of San Diego. I'm using the transaction on screen to demonstrate that I have a variety of bicycles in my Dallas plant, and I can't do anything with them in the Dallas plant. So I'm going to move all of these bicycles from Dallas to San Diego. I could easily move them to Miami instead, but I'm going to choose San Diego to show the additional steps that are required at that particular location. The first transaction we're going to use is one we're familiar with. It's ME21N, which we have used in the past as a purchase order. But in this case, we're going to use the same interface, but I'm going to change the standard PO drop down from standard PO to stock transport order, the last item on the list. What this does is change this purchase process from a vendor purchase to a supplying plant purchase. We're basically going to be buying things from one plant and delivering them to another plant. The big difference here is even though we're creating this stock transport order, no money's ever going to be involved. So this is actually a much simpler process than a true purchase order. In this case, the supplying plant is going to be Dallas, and I'm going to move all the material that I saw in the previous transaction. For the header information, it's the same as what we've seen before. Our purchasing organization is going to be US00. Our purchasing group is going to be N00. And our company code is going to be US00. And in terms of the three items that I'm delivering all of these to, in this case, San Diego. And I'm delivering all of them to finished goods in San Diego. Once you've filled in all this information, you can click the green checkbox to have your work checked. I'm getting some warnings about my delivery date, which I'm going to ignore for now. And I think I'm ready to move forward. So I'm going to save this stock transport order. You may get this warning that asks whether you want to save your document or process your data, and you do want to answer save in this case. This created a stock transport order. You'll note the number starts with 45, just like a procurement purchase order. The system thinks about this much as a normal procurement, but we know that this is something that's happening internally. The next step in this process is to move the goods out of Dallas towards my San Diego plant. And we're going to do this using MeGo. The combination of drop-downs in MeGo is going to be a goods issue for a purchase order. Now, I know this isn't a purchase order, this is a stock transport order, but if you look at the drop-down, that's not a choice. The closest choice we have to a stock transport order is a purchase order. And then I need to paste the purchase order number from my previous transaction. After pasting my stock transport order number, I click my green checkbox, and it's going to fill in the items that need to be moved out of Dallas. I'm going to check OK for all three. I'm going to get all of them from my finished goods location. I'll click my green checkbox one more time. Everything looks happy. I'll go ahead and save this goods issue. At this point, the items are being moved from Dallas towards San Diego, but haven't actually been received in San Diego. And to illustrate the point that things are in motion, I'm looking at just one of the three items I'm moving, my deluxe touring bikes in black. And you can see I have 100 already in Miami, In the lower area, you can see that I have 250 that are in transit or transfer. They're moving to San Diego. So they're not there yet, but they're on their way. The next step in this process is to receive the goods at its final destination. We're also going to use MeGo for this. Technically speaking, you did not need to move away from MeGo from the previous transaction, but you need to change the setting to a goods receipt for a purchase order. And again, purchase order is as close to a stock transport order as we can get. You need to paste the purchase order number in and click the green checkbox. These are the items that are going to be received at San Diego, and we need to check them all as OK and save this document. At this point, these items have been moved out of Dallas and into San Diego. And if we had moved them to Miami, we would be finished, because Miami doesn't use warehouse management. But because I chose San Diego, there are 2 additional steps to complete this process of moving bicycles to San Diego. Let's demonstrate them now. If you refer to your notes for procurement using warehouse management, you'll see that the next step after receiving goods in for a purchase order would be using LB11 to create a TR for material. In this case, I'm just going to be looking at one of the 3 items that I moved, my deluxe touring bikes, in Warehouse 100. And if I click the green checkbox, what I should see is that these bicycles are in my purchase order, or in this case, stock transport order, bin 45, bunch of zeros, 339, and I need to actually put them away. I'm going to click on TO in foreground. I'm going to click the green checkbox first, which is going to move my quantities to the proper places. So open quantity dropped from 250 to 0 and filled in my destination target. I have to fill in some of this information down here below. In this scenario, I'm moving bicycles, so the type will be 002. The section is always 001. And then I need to specify the bin where I want these to end up. And for bicycles, I have the choice of STBN 7, 8, or 9. I'm just going to choose 7. And then my 3 digits. And then I'm going to click the green checkbox to check everything. And then I'm going to save. That's going to create a transfer order for just my deluxe touring bikes in black. I would need to do this 2 more times for the other 2 types of bicycles that are in my stock transport order. But I'm going to go ahead and just finish this one and do an LT12. And in LT12, I'm going to confirm this TO. I'm moving all of these bicycles out of their source bin, which was based upon my stock transport order number, into my bin 7. I'm going to go ahead and click save. At this point, my deluxe touring bikes in black have been put away. I would need to do LB11 and LT12 2 more times to put away the other 2 bicycle types. And then all of my bicycles will have been successfully transferred from Dallas to San Diego. And now I can sell them out of the San Diego plant. Again, if I had transferred these bicycles to Miami, the LB11 and LT12 steps would not be necessary because Miami does not use warehouse management. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.